Here's why I statements and reasonable conversation doesn't work when you want to express yourself to the narcissist. You're not a real person to them. So how dare you use the word I and expect yourself to matter? I am so full of rage, and I dared to express it to her. Because whenever I go there and I shop, I do some chores, errands. She's in a wheelchair. This is because she refused to have any corrective surgeries for her deforming arthritis. I did choose to have my knees replaced. She was not supportive of it until after the fact. So she's in her little transport chair, and she is absolutely loving being able to boss people around, but she does it in such a way that she overburdens people. She talks down to people. She expects too much. She makes things difficult, like making you move something 5 inches to the right because in her mind, it's got to be a certain way. Like there's just no wiggle room there. She doesn't make it easy for the people who help her. Thank God that there are multiple people in and out during the day that can do these things, so she doesn't wear one person out except me, who's after 54 years, almost 55 years, I want to scream. My left knee is bothering me. I had knee replacements. For 8 years, they've been wonderful. My left knee is giving me some trouble. It could be something as simple as tendonitis. They want to do a bone scan to see what's going on. Even with insurance, my responsibility would be about $3,000 for the bone scan, not even possible surgery. So I am trying my best to simply, walk very deliberately, not climb up and down stairs unnecessarily. I bring the groceries in. Now there's only one. You have to step up the front step, then into the little vestibule hallway, then up one more step into the house. It's not a lot of steps. When your knee's in pain and you've already gone to multiple stores, shopping and walking, I'm not looking to do extra. But the outside cats needed to be fed. I feed my own outside cats over here. I'm in front of my apartment. I'll always stop and drop to help an animal. But because it's her system, gather me all the plates that are outside. Okay, I go outside. Oh, there's nothing, Lise. There's nothing over by the bush. Oh, well, I guess Matt brought that in. Okay, that's all the dishes. All right, put them in the white basin. Okay, now hand me that, hand me that whole white basin. The basin that's in the hall that's holding all the dirty cat dishes. I'm already outside doing things, so now I have to go up the stairs again, pick up this basin, hand it, like she's making it so much extra for me, and I've already screamed at her for this in the past. Make things easy for the people who are helping you. Have a plan in place. So I yelled at her. I'm in pain. Why didn't you tell me to do this when I was in the frickin' hallway? Because this is healthy. When you're angry and in the moment, you should express yourself rather than dwelling on it. But when you're talking about a narcissist, you can't win. Either you hold it in and you eat your feelings, or you have your addictions, or, even screaming in the car is never enough. Never enough to express my rage. Or you lash out in the moment and you pay the price. Because immediately she starts to cry. Poor mama in the wheelchair. Why are you crying? You yelled at me. I said, because you made me do more than I should. My knee hurts. Well, I didn't think of it until you were already outside. Just go. I said, no, I'm not leaving until the cats are fed. Well, all right. And then, the tears dry up because it's half fake and half real. Part of it's real because you've caused them narcissistic injury by daring to defy them. And part of it's real because they're children. They're 3 years old emotionally, and she's hurt because I yelled at her for being inconsiderate. Well, I'm in pain too. Because it's always a competition. My pain never mattered. My endometriosis, my period pain, debilitating pain in my life didn't matter because she also suffered. So no doctors for me when I was young and needed the help. Having to beg and convince her to lend me money so that I could get various surgeries to help me correct things. Knees and weight loss surgeries and somebody who hasn't lived through this will look at from the outside and say things like, well, she gave you the money. What more do you want? Because she didn't give it to you with the right attitude. Or they'll be like, she's 95. She's in a wheelchair. Can't you just help her out with a smile on your... you just don't get it unless you've lived with it. And the manipulation and... Oh, God, I just reached my limit today. I yelled. And those of you who might understand and say, good for you. Because now I have the dread, and it's sitting right here. I have the guilt and the dread of what the backlash is going to be. What conniving, passive-aggressive... Will she take it out on my father? Will she take it out on me? Will she trash talk me to people? That part I don't care about. If you believe her when she talks about me, you're not my peeps. You're a flying monkey. So I had to vent to people who might understand, and I think you do, about the manipulation and the oh poor me, and if you dare to speak up for yourself, draw a boundary, complain, how that doesn't even work because you never know what the repercussions are. And how hard it is to tell people who have not been in this toxic environment, how hard it is to tell them because they won't sympathize. I was selfish today. Well, my knee hurts, but she's in a wheelchair. They'll side with her because on the surface, because they're in their own denial. Is there a solution? I could have waited to explode till I was in the car. I could scream and punch the seat, and I could have gotten it out, not to her directly, so that I don't have to dread the boomerang backlash. But I was just so annoyed. And with, normal people, or neurotypical people, should I call them? Non-narcissists, non-borderlines, you can say, you did blank and I felt blank, or you could apologize, which I didn't, because I'm not sorry. I probably should for my own sake, just so she doesn't do some horrible thing to me. Oh, God. So if you want to read more about my childhood, Diary of a Fat Girl, the audiobook is me reading it. The paperback is reasonably priced. I think it's for less than $10. And the Kindle version, I keep it under $5. I think it's $2.99 right now. And proceeds from my book go to pay my student loans so that I might continue to be a professor, pay my health insurance, which isn't enough to get my bones scanned, but at least in a catastrophe I'd be covered, and to feed the many kitty cats. Nobody's on the front. Oh yeah, Madison's there, but I don't know if you could see him. He's on the front porch, and of course my 5 rescue cats. So take care, and until next time, guard yourself well.